Hello and welcome. This is the second video in this series, and we will cover how to finish a level, how to publish, and how to import a level. We'll also cover some user questions, so stick around to the end of the video for that. So the previous video was the overview, and you can find it in the description below. So before we begin, let's also cover that we have the community, the Cloudbuilt Editor wiki. It's Cloudbuilt Editor wiki.com. I'm using Swedish at what times. Cloudbuilteditor.wikia.com. Here you can find a list on assets and tips and tricks and hotkeys and so on, but it's still under construction, so everything is not fully fleshed out. But it's still really useful, and feel free to help out and contribute and make this great. We'll do that as soon as we get time, but if you can do that as well. That's all I want to say. So let's get starting with this video. So let's go over what we'll cover. This video will cover some level block usage, how to import a level, adding a goal, adding intro and outro, setting up game modes, publishing level, subscribing to level, and playing in that level in the game. So let's start from the beginning. Let's move that out of the way. Okay. So I just opened the editor here. To import a level from the community or something like that, let's use that as a starting point. So let's use one of the themes that we recently added. So go to workshop and go to most recent. Let's find a suitable theme. Let's go with the day theme, template base day, and subscribe. Now let's go back to the editor and choose import level. Now select the name you want to import this to. So example level. Select the level, and it apparently didn't find. I might need to restart after I subscribed. So let's go through all the steps. Play, launch Level Editor. It's starting on the other screen. Let's go take it over here. Scale it up. And file, import level, example level, and select template base day, import. Could not load shader sprite. Okay, that's not important. Oh, okay. So this is the template. Let's begin from here. So let's take this block, build it out. I'll just use some very simple level techniques to build a base level. And let's make a wall run. If you hold Control, you can snap rotate. Control is in general snapping. So just like that. And let's make some floor on the other side. Let's rotate it like that. Make it higher up. Okay, and let's make it longer. Something like that. Let's make a second floor. It's sloping upwards. Let's duplicate that. Okay, here's another tips. If I want to rotate this back to be leveled, it might be pretty hard to get exact. If you go into rotation tool, Control and middle mouse button click, you can snap the rotation as well. We have another video that will go over all these kind of tips and tricks, so let's not bother too much with that right now. So maybe I don't want all these sides to look like this. Here is the first useful tool action, actually, called sync. This is tool sorry, sync block face. So to sample a face, hold Alt and press mouse button over face, click on face, and then press Shift to apply it. If you hold Control Shift, it applies to all the sides. So this is a bit bugged right now, so it's not syncing up correctly, and that's actually the cause of future sync problem with other tools as well, because that's using this tool under the surface. So we will hopefully solve that, but keep that in mind if it looks weird. So next, let's make a building. So interior. Let's make this a corridor. Let's something like this. And let's enter on this side. So if I go inside right now, you can see through. It's not actually inside. To make it inside, just select this and press hollow level block. Now you can set the wall thickness. Let's set it 2 and hollow selection. Now you can see that some sides shifted, and that's because the texture sync problem I talked about before. But now you can see we have inside, but with no way to go inside. That's where you use the next tool. So split level block. Let's split it here, and then press Y to repeat the same action again. Let's split it there, and then press Y again, and let's split it in height here. Okay, so let's select that area and press delete to remove it. Now we can go inside. So let's make another way out. Let's make it a bit up. Y again, hold Shift, and delete. And now let's just create a platform for our goal. Take the platform, duplicate, Control middle mouse button click to snap the ray trace location where you're selecting, and that should make a good second floor to place our goal. Of course, there's a way around this, but this is just example level. So let's duplicate this and move it inside to have a wall. Let's scale it down a bit so we can go around it. Something like that. And duplicate it and move it over here to make the level a little bit longer. Like this. Okay. So that's some actions or tools you can use to select a texture. Right click on the block and find this diffuse map and select the texture. If you write panel, you will find it's not filtering. Okay, these are actually named panel. So we'll find most of the textures that we have used for many walls and stuff in our game, in the main game. So let's just go with something like this. And now you see it just applied to one face. That's the selected green face. But if you press apply to all faces, it will apply all around. So let's sync that to the other. Sync face block tool, sample, and apply. Let's apply to these two edges only. Okay, good. Now we have a starting level. Let's add one enemy. So add turret, pick selection. Let's make it face this way. Good, and then place two more. like that, and let's place an asset price of drone hive. Drone hive. Let's face it. Make it face that way and place it back a little bit. Like that. Okay. Now a basic level. Let's generate the abstracts. And now we should be able to interact with the level as well. But we have no goal. So let's create our goal. Add door, exit door, pick selection, and place it down. It's one-sided, so you will need 2 of these. Control D for duplicate, hold Control to snap rotate, and then move it into place. This is not perfect, but it will do. But this is not actually a door that's functioning. Let's Control F5 to play from camera position. You can see there is no end to the level here. To make this an end, you need to add a trigger. So add script trigger mono. This will change a little bit in the future, but it will be very similar, so it should be even easier than now. Let's create a volume in the size that we want it, and go in on properties and load the script, and you go to the script folder, scripts, and select level complete. Now that should be an end to the level. If you start playing and try it out, yeah, that's an end. Okay, so let's also add what we usually have, a green light. Oh, it's 2 E and 1. Okay, Greenlight Pillar. And select and press 1. No, one more. Not press 1. Select duplicate. This is how we usually do our goals. So you can see that they disappear if you get too close. So keep that in mind when you're placing them, that you might not be able to see them in the beginning. Okay. So now we have our goals and everything. Let's just check these properties. So this is named gates complete. This was not the right Greenlight Pillar. So these are the ones you should use, but you can actually use either one. Just make sure to go in here and remove this. I won't get into the details right now why it is like that, but let's just use the right pillar, and if they don't show up in game when you're playing, go in and remove that string. Okay, now we have an intro level, but to finish this level we also need the intro and outro cinematics. So to add that, press panel and cinematics, or just press F2. Now if you press an intro, on the normal level, that's not a template. This should be empty. It should actually be empty, the template, but we forgot about it, so they have an old intro cinematic left. To remove the old one, just press reset, and then start placing keys. So let's start with showing off the goal. Add key from camera position, and then next one here. Okay, and next let's show these enemies. Add one more here, and let's add one more here, and then let's just move to the player. Add one there, add one slightly below and looking up, like that. Okay, so if we play this now, it won't look as we want it to look. See, we're not even looking at the goal, and we're traveling through the building, and then we're snapping around and moving weirdly. Okay, I don't even know that it shouldn't even be that weird, but yeah. This is not at all what we want. So let's go in and edit this. Okay. This is interesting. My camera froze. Bugs. Okay, we'll iron this out. Let's just see. This can happen if cinematics takes over the camera. We had solved that bug, I thought, but apparently not. So let's just save this here. Press Ctrl S or press File Save, and just open the scene again, and hopefully it will solve. So this one was called Example Level. Can't seem to find it. What is this? No, this is not it. Okay. This is a little bit worrying. Let's restart this. Great. We will iron this out. Hopefully pretty soon. So let's open scene. Let's move this. Open scene. No example level. You should not have to do this, but under My Games, Coilworks, Cloudbuilt, you see custom levels. Example level. So we should actually have this level. I wonder why it's not detected. Let's change the name. Level for video. Okay, let's hope that it. I can also delete those other. I don't need this. Yes. You want to be level for video. Okay. Yeah. So apparently something went wrong with the intro. But now let's work with it again. Let's scale this up to full screen again. Hopefully we can resolve that so soon that you won't even have to think about it. But you can see each frame, or keyframe rather, consists of one camera and one aim location. So you can move either of these. Let's move this to actually look at the goal that we wanted. Something like that. And then from this keyframe, we wanted to jump to the next keyframe because we only want to travel all this way through the building. So if you select keyframe and right click and choose camera key, you get up some properties. Excuse me. If you press jump to next key, it will no longer travel to the key, it will instead just jump. So this is next key, and select where we want that to look. This one is looking, whoa, where is it's looking there. And actually, I can show off this as well. Go in on these properties and look at select cam, copy location, look at from last key. It will take the exact same location as last key, and this can be very useful. Like that, we'll rotate around that point. So from this keyframe, let's jump to the next keyframe, and let's select the look at location on the player, and this last key. From this one, it will auto-generate the last key that is at a player's camera position. So let's make this one suitable for that. The camera is always looking a bit in front of the player when you are in the last auto-generated key position. So let's just play this now. It's not great, but it's as we built it. Okay, so it's good. It works well as an example, but let's tweak something here. The last keyframe is often better to have a little slower speed. I thought this was a little bit too slow. Okay, I missed that one. And let's see, increase it to 200. And let's actually speed it up a little bit here. Let's place to 300 because I don't want to wait. And let's have this at 250. Okay, and for the last key as well, let's increase the FOV to get closer to the in-game standard FOV. So let's play it again. It looks okay. So let's save. Save often. That's a tip. So let's create an outro. Like you can see here, we have an old outro from the old level. This template was based on. Just reset. Place first key. Outros are usually very simple. Just zoom out and look at the goal. Something like that. And let's select the looker position. Something like this. And let's copy that looker position from with this one. Okay. And let's set this speed to be really slow, so it comes almost to a stop. And I'm really bad at hitting this. And let's create this one really fast. So let's play that. Yeah, looks fine. Let's save. Okay, the only thing left now is game modes, but let's just play the level once and see how it works. Okay, I skipped the intro, so let's look at that again. So we can see now that the player is not getting up before we actually finish the cutscene, but there's actually a way to make the player's animation start before that. So let's select this one and let's write intro player on the global event. This will tell the player to start playing its intro animation when this keyframe is interpolated to. Like that. Okay, great. So let's finish this level. Oh, this one is not even see me. Great design. I won't get into those details how to fix that now. That's for the next video. Like that. We have a finished level. Escape to go back out. Let's just move these ones back. Let's do a little bit like that. Okay, let's save. So, game modes. If you go to panel and settings, or press F3, first of all, so you can see the batch box. It should cover the level, but not more than the level, because it can cover more, but that will increase the loading time for the level. So let's try to make it as small as possible, but covering the whole level. That's fine. It's not exact. Okay, so under game modes, you will see a list of game modes. Only the normal one is active right now. You can enter your own description if you want to, and then set the time. Okay, for 19 seconds for S rank, and yeah, something like that. Let's be generous. So that's normal mode, but let's add one mode more. Fragile Assault. You can name them whatever you want. Let's just this is serious, and let's give it a little more time for these ranks. You can add value higher than the slider almost all the time when you see a slider by just writing in the values. Let's put this at 500. Now the slider goes up to double that. Okay, so like this assault mode, and let's restrict the player health. You can write in value, but let's just keep it at 1. And that's our second game mode. Soon you will actually be able to test these game modes in the level, but you won't be able to do that right now. But if you go into panel and run options, you can use game mode. There's a button for that. You can see your 2 game modes, but it won't work right now. Hopefully in a day or 2 it will have a patch that makes that work, but you will be able to play these game modes when you're in the level in the game. Let's say save, and one final step. Let's export and publish this to Steam. File, publish to Steam, and it will ask to save, and then it will ask you to take a screenshot. So let's take a good screenshot of these mean turrets here. So there's a small bug right now. You can see a gray box up there. If you take screenshot again, it will disappear. That won't hopefully be the case soon. So let this checkbox be checked if you want to edit the information, and just press upload. The first time you do this, we will get agreement, and that's something with Steam, so you have to agree to it to upload levels. But just follow along the instructions there. So here you can see the uploaded level. It's currently visibility hidden. To make this available for others, press change visibility and press public, but I won't do that because this level is not that great, let's be honest. And you can edit the description if you want to. Test for a video and save. And I just press Shift Tab to go back to the editor. So let's play this in the game. So close down the editor and go to the play Cloudbuilt. It's loading on the other screen, of course. I'll just skip this. And now go to play and custom levels. Huh. That, I bet I have done something weird with my version of this. That shouldn't happen. Let's go in and unsubscribe to all my levels I'm subscribed to. That's an interesting. So workshop, your file, your subscribed items. So unsubscribe, 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 unsubscribe. So let's see if that works better. Go back to Steam, play the game. I'm sorry for these issues, but we will go with it. We don't have that much time, and it's better to get this video done and stop recording now and drag out on it. So let's hope this works. Custom levels. Yeah, now it's working. So I have probably had messed around with something, but now you know what to do if you run into the same problem. So let's open workshop. And here we can see all kind of levels. Let's go to the most recent, and hopefully you see my level there. Or we can go to and I'm messing around too much. Your files. So this is a level for video. Let's press this one and subscribe. Now if you press Shift Tab, you will go back into the game, and this, it should be visible here. Oh, like that. And it's still downloading the thumbnail, so you won't be able to see it. But let's just... And my game mode is not showing. That's not great, but we'll look into that. Let's start to see how... It's probably downloading still. I'm too fast. Too fast for Cloudbuilt, is that possible? Yeah, apparently. So we can't see this here. Let's just hope that it's downloaded. We should probably have a check for this. It's coming in some future, probably. Oh, now it seemed to download it. You can actually choose which icon you want, and I choose the same. Let's go with this special mode. Everything seems to be working. So this is assault mode. It's only available for Defiance, but yeah. I only take 1 damage as well, and the turrets are much more dangerous here. So let's finish the level, and now we get to the ranking, and yeah, because the times I put in it is what looks pretty tight, but I managed to get the S rank, yay! So that should have gone through how to import level, how to publish level, how to finish them, and everything that goes into it. So we had one user question now. I want to cover that really quickly. So let's launch the editor. How long is it? Oh, this video is already 32 minutes, so let's be quick. So the question was how to make the slides, and specifically those shiny mirror style slides. So let's just duplicate this level block, rotate a bit, scale it up, move it over, press shift to move in level space, something like that. So if we play now, you'll see that I can walk on this. It's not slippery. To make it slippery, you go in properties and change material, default material, and make it ice. And now if we play, you can see it's slippery. Okay, but it doesn't look that good. So let's make this surface into a mirror. This is more advanced, and we'll hopefully streamline this and make it easier. But right now we have to load material and go to matte folder and base deferred material chrome rim and map, normal map. Okay, with this selected, let's change the diffuse texture and solar panel diff. That's the diffuse texture. And then go to normal map and solar panel NRM. That's the normal map. And shiny, solar panel shine. And then for chrome reflect, let's open we actually spelled this wrong, probably. I don't think that there is an H in Chrome, but you have to forgive us. So Chrome reflection. Now you can see that it's a mirror surface. But these surfaces also need to change some settings on the hatching. If we change the light direction, we can probably see it better. So you can see the hatching now, and if you change this value, you can see the scale of the hatching changes. So you might need a smaller value than default to get this look right for the most part. Oh, And level blocks, you can change the rotation of textures. Let's turn it back. You can change the scale. Let's make it in 2 and that 0.5. And you can change the offset as well. Let's keep it at that. Okay, let's generate abstracts and play. Yeah. So hopefully that's what you were looking for, and let us know if you want to know. If you have any other questions, just let us know on the in the comment section below, or on Steam, or on Reddit. You can find our Reddit on /r/Cloudbuilt. There's most top players just hanging out here, so just get here and hang out if you want to. I'm here a lot as well, and same on the Steam discussion forums. So if you have any questions, you guys want to hang out, get over there. But that's all for now. And the next video I'll be making will cover the most commonly used assets in the game and how to use them and manipulate them in the level editor. Hope you're looking forward to see it. It will probably be pretty useful for most of you. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks, and see you next time.